Okay, so it looks like everybody is logged in. Fantastic. So welcome everybody to our webinar today based on best practices for Mortgage Map, how to permanently etch yourself in the minds of your prospects, clients, and partners. So I've talked to a lot of you guys before, but just a quick introduction. My name is Ryan Leopold. I am one of the co-founders of Mortgage Map. But also, I am also a loan officer. I've been in the industry since 1998. I still do loans every single day. Over the last 15 years, I've closed about $600 million in funded loans. And even though a lot of my time really goes into marketing and sales and kind of support for Mortgage Map, I still do loans every single day. I do 8 to 15 units every month, and still use Mortgage Map, and I do use Mortgage Map within my practice every single day. So that's a lot of what I'm going to be talking about today, is not only my personal successes with our program, but also some of the successes of other great loan officers from across the country who are using their app successfully every day. So that's a little bit of our agenda today. We're going to go over Mortgage Map review. We're going to talk about some stats and trends. We're going to go over 25 key components to an effective app campaign. We're going to talk about logging into the dashboard and some overview on that. And we're also going to talk about recent and future enhancements. And then we're really excited to launch Agent Tapp, which we'll definitely be getting into at the end as well. So we're going to start first with really understanding what the problem is. And I talk to loan officers from across the country every single day, and there's a common theme of what we're all dealing with right now. The industry is going through some major changes, and one of the biggest challenges we face is there's just not enough leads. There's just not enough referrals when you get into a purchase-only market. There's a lot more competition and less differentiation. We've all, over the last couple of years, been working longer and harder for the same, if not less pay. Refinances are drying up. And a lot of people, again, I talk to loan officers every day, are just anxious about the future. So really, it's something we all have to take a close look at, because we're coming into a very unique time. We all know that refinances are drying up, if not have already dried up. So it's all our businesses, we all know, is 100% purchase, give or take, moving forward. And that really presents a unique challenge, but also a unique opportunity for us. The challenge that I see that we face is that there's loan officers, and we all know who they are, and there may be some of us as well, that have really depended on refinances for a chunk of their business over the last 5, 10, 15 years. I've been in the business for 15 years, and literally there's probably been 5 refinance booms throughout that period of time. That is really a challenge as we get into a purchase-only business. So you're going to have loan officers out there who are not only trying to thrive in this business, but really trying to survive. And where that poses a big challenge is for us who've been doing this and doing it the right way for a long time, working with realtors and being a strong purchase-only business, you're going to have loan officers trying to survive and doing everything they can to gain a market that's smaller for all of us. They're going to be out there trying to earn the relationships of the real estate agents we've been working with forever and trying to earn the business of the leads that we've been cultivating for months. That poses a unique challenge. We have to do the same thing. If we're purchase-only driven, and we've always been, we have to even get better. We have to do everything we can to be unique and really achieve this objective that we're all looking for, which is being top of mind to our realtors and clients. That's what it all comes down to. Everything about our business is really about marketing and being top of mind to those people. So some of the things that we all do, and I still do these things every single day. It's not that we've changed this approach, we've just added a different element. You know, we all do newsletters and maybe websites or maybe social media or postcards or email drip campaigns or blogs or networking events or office presentations, lunch and coffee meetings, even the old school business card to achieve this objective of being top of mind. So if you look at that last one being business cards, I don't know about you guys, but literally this is what my desk drawer looks like. I go to an event, I get a business card, and it either ends up in my desk drawer or on my dresser at home, and eventually they just end up in the garbage. So that's the reality. That's what happens with our business cards as well, and that's why you guys are all here, and that's why you guys, most people are on the call, are our current members. You guys already understand this concept that from a technology standpoint, what is the one thing that people have in front of them at every given moment in every part of the day? Studies show that people look at their cell phones up to 150 times every day. That's why we went out and created our own app, to put ourselves on the one thing that people use most. But I want to really get a little bit deeper into some of these statistics. Is yes, people look at their cell phone up to 150 times a day. But one of the studies we found is that of smartphone users, 58% of people do not go more than an hour without checking their phone. And that really jumped out to me about this stat is this is not just the younger demographic from 18 to 44. This is also the demographic of 45 to 54 and 55-year-old plus. They have that same relationship with their phone, that same addiction to having that phone in front of them at all times. Another study showed that smartphone users, 4 out of 5, so 80% of people who have a smartphone, check their phone within 15 minutes of waking up in the morning. We have to recognize this, and we may want to not really come to this reality, is we are addicted to our phones. So if you have your own app, like most of you guys do, it's all about what this app can do for you if you do it the right way. It can really achieve that objective of what we're all looking for, which is building top-of-mind consciousness to in the minds of our prospects, clients, and partners. It can position us on the cutting edge and be unique and different. We have to differentiate ourselves. We have to fight to be unique and different and maintain those relationships we've built forever. So if it's done correctly and you share your app and you get it on people's phones, it can actually attract more repeat business and more referral business, which is the whole point. We created an app. The icon of the app is our picture and our name. We're right there. We're front and center to people all the time. So really, and we're going to get a lot into sharing today, it's all about having your information at their fingertips when they need us. And that's how we're going to capture new leads. We're going to identify hot prospects, and that's how you're going to be able to close more leads by utilizing some of the strategies I'm going to talk about today, is how you can use your app to achieve these objectives. And it all comes down to, at the end of the day, is all about sharing. It's all about sharing the app and tracking the success. So people are doing this from across the country. We have thousands of loan officers now, and they're using it every day. So just look at some of the usage of our top users. And we've only been collecting data for about 2.5 months now. You can see that we have people, and again, we use it every day as well, so most of you guys will recognize Heather's name. She uses her app as well, so she's out there sharing it, and the people she's sharing it with is using it. So you can see I've got 2 different apps that I use. This is the one I use for Mortgage Mapp when I'm sharing the Mortgage App business side, and this is the one I use on the mortgage side. So you can see my app has been shared 154 times. 725 total usages. I have 124 users on the mortgage side and 170 on the Mortgage Mapp side. So you can see there's a lot of top loan officers out there who are getting it out there and sharing it, because that really is, and that's what we're going to focus a lot on, is the sharing aspect of it. It's a formula for success is really a 3-step process. Is number 1, most of you guys have already built your own app. Number 2 is sharing it. We're going to talk about the top ways to get it out there, and then tracking the results. So if you haven't done so already, when you get into the dashboard, which I'm going to walk through that a little later, is you're going to see where you can track who all the users are who have your app and how often they're using it. So it's building the app, sharing it, and tracking it. And this is a great quote I got from my business coach that I had for years, Coach Steve. And I shared my app with him when we first got started a little over a year ago, and he loved the idea. He thought it was great. I don't think he really quite understood the point of the app at the time, but this is literally an email I got from him a couple months later. He said, "Ryan, your app is still on my phone, and I see your face often. I suppose that is proof that it works, because now I think about you all the time." Guys, that is the whole point of this. Top-of-mind marketing and getting it out there, and that quote really jumped out to me as being the whole point of why we do this. So really think about it. As I go through some of these tricks and tools in a second here, think about that concept and why we're doing this. So before I get into the best tips when it comes to sharing, I just want to jump into the dashboard for a second and show you guys what this looks like. So switch screens here. So to log into your account, so this is the dashboard that you guys all have. Some of you guys have logged in every day. Some of you guys have not logged in since the day you bought the app. This is where you guys want to be coming to. And there's multiple different reasons why you want to get back into here. So quick and easy is you just go to mortgagemapp.com. So I'll show you that really quick here. Just go to mortgagemapp.com and then hit the login. You're going to put your email address in, and that's how you're going to log in. So once you put your username, your email address in, you ask for your password, and you're going to log into your account. So there's some things on the dashboard you have to keep in mind. Is you guys can change your logo anytime you want. You can change your picture any you want. So getting into this dashboard, this is where you're going to make all your changes. And as you go to the second tab here, you can go in and adjust your name and your MLO number or your phone numbers or your bio or anything about the look and feel of your app. You can adjust it any way, anytime you want. And the beauty about the app is anytime you make these changes, it'll automatically shoot it out to everyone who has your app on their phone. And so one of the biggest things I stress on this, and if you guys ever need help with this, always let us know and we'll walk you through, is that you want to be able to come in here and just really clean some things up and make it look nice. So little things like, okay, I think I can move this address around a little bit to make it look better. I go here, I change this up, maybe put, some things around here. This is to make it look better. Oops. And by making those changes, it automatically can see it changed over here, and it's going to shoot it out to everybody who has your app on their phone. Some of the issues that I see are some people have fuzzy or old pictures. I see that some people's logos are maybe square or really small. You can tweak all this to make it look, because this is the way it's supposed to look. Picture, logo, all kind of symmetric and looking good. I've seen some people put paragraphs into this middle section, which just blows it up and makes it look a little off. So guys, work really hard to make it look and be a product that you guys are proud of. And if you ever need help, I'll give you all my phone numbers and email addresses at the end, and myself or Heather can help you out with that as well. Okay. Another thing I've noticed is some people haven't put in their social media links, or some of the links they put in there aren't working. So always go through and test these out to make sure they're working. So all you have to do is add them in here, go to the More tab. They're all going to show up over here, and just hit the tabs and make sure they're working okay. So that's kind of the ins and outs on that part. And if you ever want to make sure that you get your app sent to you and it's on your phone, you can literally go to this tab here, and you can share your app straight from the desktop. So you can hit share, you can put your cell number in there, hit send. It's going to resend you your link. And really keep this in mind, guys, as we go forward. This is the most important thing. This link that we created for you, that you created at the beginning, this is what's going to be on all your stuff. This is what identifies your app when you share your app with clients, realtors, prospects, whoever. So really keep in mind, mine's rleo.mortgagemap.com. Whatever yours is, make sure you know how to get to that. So you can either get it here when you hit share or up at the top of the website up here. A couple other things on the dashboard is you can go here to tutorials. Everything we're going to talk about today is here in videos, about 20 or 25 helpful videos on here. Everything when it comes to sharing and everything about the dashboard's on here in videos. So make sure you guys know how to get to those. It's in the tutorial section. You can go to the advanced settings, and here's where you can put, when people register, you can make it required for people to register, or you can allow people to skip that step. Now, if people are allowed to skip that step, keep in mind that you're not going to have efficient tracking. It's just going to say someone has your app on their phone, we just don't know who. So this is where we're going to make those changes. You can even customize when you share your app and people will go to register what you want it to say here at the top. Another area we want to look at is My Clients. So when you hit this tab, this is where we're going to see everyone who has your app on their phone, how often they're using your app, and what your kind of subtotals are up here. So you go back, again, it's on the dashboard under the My Clients tab. Okay? So this is how you get to the dashboard. This is the basics of the dashboard. Now I'm going to get in here. I'm going to switch screens back to the presentation. We're going to talk about best practices when it comes to sharing. Now I'm going to make this clear, because this is probably the most important part when it comes to sharing, is anytime you share your app, the more you can do it face-to-face when you're in front of a real estate agent, in front of your client, prospect, friends, or family, is doing it face-to-face. And literally, all I do when I'm with a client or a realtor is I say, hey, I don't really use business cards anymore, but I have an app that's basically going to be really a key feature for you, and a lot of great functions that are going to help you stay better connected to me and better informed as you go through the home buying process, Mr. Client or Mr. Realtor. So all I do is I open up the app, I show them my app, and I show them all these features. Hey, Mr. Client, if you ever need to get a hold of me, you can just hit the Contact tab, and you can email me, call my office, call my cell, or text me anytime straight from the app. If they want to get a hold, if they want to learn a little bit more about me, they can hit the More tab, go to my website, Facebook, LinkedIn, Yelp, blog, whatever I have and whatever I put in there when I built it. And then I share my app with them, so all I do is say, hey, do you have your cell number on? What's your cell number? Do you have your phone on you? I put it in there, I hit send, and now they're going to get this link, and I'm going to show you in a second how they're going to put your app onto their phone. So I want to make sure that they put it on their phone and they register, and they know how to use some of these features. And they also know how to use the calculator, the news, and the rates tab down here. So again, face-to-face obviously is going to be the best way because you know they're going to get it. You're going to get that aha moment from them, and they're now going to know how to share it with other people. So that really is the key, guys. Face-to-face whenever possible. If not, I do the same process over the phone. I want to make sure they go through those steps. That's how you're going to get a lot of users, and that's how you're going to get people to share your app with other people. Face-to-face is the key. Okay, guys. So now we talked about the best practices when it comes to sharing. So I'm going to walk through kind of some of the nuts and bolts of how and what it looks like on people's phones when you share your app with them. So when you, like I said before, you're going to open up your app. You're going to hit the share tab. This window is going to come up, and you're going to put their cell number in there and hit send. Again, all it's really doing is sending in your unique URL. If they're on iPhone, this is exactly what the process is going to look like if they have an iPhone. So they're going to get this text. They're going to hit that link. That's going to prompt them to open this screen, which is going to say, install my web app on your phone. Tap on the arrow to add to your home screen. You're going to hit that to the home screen. It's going to pull up this screen, which is going to point right to there, or you're going to go and have them point right to there, add to home screen. It's going to come up with, hey, in this case, adding Heather's app to your home screen. Hit add, and then it's going to be on their phone. So that process takes 2 to 5 seconds max. It's really fast and really easy and pretty simple on an iPhone. On an Android, it's a little bit different. They're going to get that same initial text. It's going to say, oh, it's going to bring them to this link, which is open up a URL. That URL is going to go straight to here, which is install your app on their phone. And then within 5 to 10 seconds, your app will be on their phone. Again, we only support iPhone and Android-based phones right now. That represents 95% of the market. So the more you guys can understand what the process is for adding the app on iPhone and Android, the more confidence you're going to have to share it, and the more the person you're going to share it with is going to have confidence to share it with other people as well. So that's kind of the 101 part. Now I want to get deeper into the best practices and some critical components to get the most out of your mortgage map campaign. And there's really 25 key components. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Number one is going to be picking your target. So obviously it's pretty easy to pick your referral partners. You want to share it with all your realtors, CPAs, financial planners, anyone who is high on your list as far as someone who refers business to you. Get it on their phone. It's going to achieve that objective of being top of mind and make it really easy to refer you because you're going to be right there on their phone all the time. Obviously, number two is going to be clients. Same objective. Get it on their phone. We're going to be top of mind, easy to refer, and now you have control, a little bit more control of your database because you know your information is there. Again, think about this. 80% of this is having your own mobile app and your own business card. What is the point of a business card? To get your information in front of people so when they need you, they can call you. An app is just a more efficient way to do that. The third target is going to be your prospects. Obviously, you have people that you meet with every day. They're not really your clients or past clients yet. They're people you're trying to earn business from. It's a great way to get your app on their phone, see how much they're using it. It's a way to kind of incubate and control future business. So that's kind of typically is the top three prospects or top three people that people are going to share their app with. Now you want to distribute to clients. So obviously clients are going to be new prospects after a first phone call, people who could potentially be your client, whether it's purchase or refi, in a pre-approval meeting or a refinance meeting, so face-to-face or over the phone. You can do it during an annual mortgage review, at open house with potential buyers, or you can do it in mass distribution in groups. I'm going to give you a really great handout at the end here where you can actually show you a very efficient way to share your app when you're trying to deal with the masses. Obviously, one-on-one, you want to do it the way we've talked about. When you're in a group setting of 5 or more, you want to have all the tools to do that. And there's different ways you can share your app in different places you can do it. You can do it at first-time homebuyer seminars, bridal shows, home shows, anywhere you're in front of a ton of people. Obviously, you can share your app with other referral partners. When you're at coffee meetings with realtors or clients, and real estate offices, at networking events, or from the stage. Anyone and everyone you can share your app with, they're all on the table. Other ways you can make it available, and again, I don't think it's necessarily the most efficient way to do it. I think face-to-face is always the best. But you can certainly share your app via your email signature. You can use Facebook and social media. You can put on your business card, your link on your business card. You can do a link from your website. You can build a QR code. You can put it in your newsletter. All these are effective ways to do it because everyone's app is going to be specific to them. All you're going to basically be doing if you share it via one of these mediums is tell people, hey, hit this link from your browser, which mine is rleo.mortgagemap.com, so whatever we set up for you or whatever you set up for yourself at the very beginning, that's what you want to direct people to. Make sure they open up that link from their phone. So you can imagine if you put it on your website or email it to somebody and they open up the email with that link from their desktop, it's not actually getting the app on your phone. So as long as they open up that link from their phone, they're going to be able to download your app. Then it all comes down to tracking the results. Sort by usage, by what people are doing on your app. Because really, when you get into that tracking feature, you can see everyone that shared your app, everyone that's used the mortgage calculator and how often they do it, how often they've hit the More tab or the Rates tab or the Contact Me tab. You can sort by usage and actually use this as an advantage. So if you're tracking people efficiently and you have buyers out there who are using your app a lot, especially over the weekend if they're using the mortgage calculator quite a bit, you can actually reach out to them personally and rerun some specific numbers to their situation. It's a great way to stay engaged with them. And again, I'm not going to call my list of buyers and say, hey, I saw that you were on my mortgage calculator 7 times over the weekend. I'm just going to call, see if they looked at properties over the weekend to see if they want me to run a new pre-approval, get a new pre-approval letter, or run specific numbers for them. So that really is the key. Once you track the results, now you can follow up with clients or partners. It's just a great way to stay engaged with your current clients or current realtors. See if they like their app, see if they're using it, and especially with real estate agents. If they like the app, which most of them do, that's a great opportunity to introduce them to Agent Tapp. Again, everything about what we're doing is to be top of mind to the people that matter most to our business, and then second is offering value to make sure that we're always there and they're always thinking about we're the ones who offer them something. We're trying to be unique and try to be different. We're trying to fight to be there for them whenever we're needed. So as you're sharing your app, great opportunity to bring up Agent Tapp, which we're going to get into some details on that here in a couple minutes. Again, you can follow up with your prospects and clients that are using the app, and then also call your clients and prospects and remind them of the app. Some people may just forget about it. They may see your face and see it right there in front of them. Remind them that the tool is there, like the mortgage calculator or the news or any of the other features that are there to help them through the home buying process. Stay engaged with them and keep reminding them that the app is there for them. And hey, even remind them, if I do a great job for you, would you be willing to refer my information to family and friends and other coworkers? And if so, they already have your app on their phone, teach them how to share it with other people. People love to refer, and if you do a great job for people, they other people. Now, the last thing we're talking about is staying engaged. And that's not only staying engaged with the people, like I said before, your clients and partners who have your app, but stay engaged with us. Stay engaged with us at Mortgage Mapp because we have new features that are coming out all the time. So you want to make sure you're learning about those enhancements, those new features, integrating it into your conversations with your clients and prospects, and staying engaged with us. Heather sends out a newsletter every single week. We're running contests all the time. We're always on Facebook and all over social media announcing different enhancements and things that are going on. So staying engaged through those mediums, keep on that dashboard, and just to let you know, we're always enhancing the product to make it better. And if you guys ever have any feedback that you want to share with us, let us know, and we'll try to do everything we can to integrate it in to future versions of the app because we're always trying to make it better and more efficient for you and within your business every single day. But I want to make sure I really hammer home this point. Having your own app is great, but it's not for everybody. It really takes you. Don't expect results without taking action. It's up to you to be committed to promoting your app to prospects, clients, and referral partners. And it really is an easy thing to integrate in there. We all get pitched a ton of stuff every day when it comes to the technology side of things. And a lot of us buy products and we never use it because it's hard to integrate a lot of those things into our practice. This is one that's really easy to get out there because you're going to hand out business cards anyways. You're going to hand out your information to people. Just share your app with them. It's really simple, and that's where you're going to get the best results. Be committed to promoting and sharing your app. And I showed you that tracking before. Our best users have shared it a ton, and they have hundreds of users just because they followed the strategies that we talked about in the last 10 minutes. And now it's really crucial to get your app out there because we're growing a ton. We've been around for about a year now. We're up to a couple thousand members, and we're growing a ton each month. So just imagine if you're not out there sharing your app with your current partners, and we come back to that original problem I said at the very beginning, that we're in a unique time. We're in a time that loan officers are out there trying to survive in this industry. This is your time to make sure you get your app on your referral partners' phones, that you add that unique and different twist to things. And the thing we want to avoid is you going sharing your app with a new realtor or one of your current partners and they already have someone else's app on their phone. It kind of takes away that uniqueness and that differentiation that we're all looking for. Get it out there and make sure you're first and foremost at the table, and this guy's not going to be sitting on your top realtor's app in a couple months. And that leads us to the one thing that people have been asking about the most, which is, are we going to have an app available for real estate agents? And we finally do. Okay? The website is agenttapp.com. Agenttapp.com. This is what the website looks like. And again, the strategy and the philosophy behind this is exactly the same way it is for us as mortgage lenders. It's a mobile business card. It's our own app that we can now share with clients and partners. And it's the same thing for real estate agents. They all love the concept. They all want to have their own app. This is now a way for them to get their own. So you go to agenttapp.com. And some of the features that are a little bit more unique on the real estate agent side as opposed to the lender side is it's the same general look and feel, but they're going to have a property search tool on there. So as they go and build their app, and which most real estate agents do, they have a property tool on their website. They're just going to cut and paste that link as they build their app out in the dashboard under the social media tab. They're just going to add the property search feature in there, and it's going to show up as a tab. And there's a couple other features that are unique to real estate agents, specifically when it comes to social media, is they just have a lot more stuff than us. So a lot of them have Zillow profiles, maybe a Trulia profile, Homes.com or Active Rain or My Listings or open houses. All this stuff's going to be specific to real estate agents, so that's why we added those in there. But really, here's the key feature for you guys. As your real estate agents are building their app, there's a space here where they can actually put in their preferred lender. So if you refer them to Agent Tapp, you get them to buy their own app, and I'm going to show you in a second here where you can actually offer it to your real estate agents for half off for life. As by you guys being current Mortgage Map members, you can offer it to your partners for 50% off forever. By doing that, let's make sure we either put a link back to your website in there under the My Lender section, or you can put your URL in there, and it'll actually attach your app and their app together. So if one of their clients comes here and they go to My Lender tab, which is going to show up here under the More tab, under My Lender, you're always going to be there and kind of co-branded and linked to them. People are asking about co-branding. This is the way to be co-branded on a real estate agent app. So get it out there. Make sure your real estate agents know about it. We're going to be doing a massive campaign to everybody shortly. So now is the time to be unique and different and offer that value piece. And this is another tool we're going to be offering you guys, is a great little flyer here that you can actually go in and print out and edit this one piece. So up here where it says download my Mortgage Map app, you can put in your URL, which is mine is rleo, and you just put in, instead of username, put rleo or whatever yours is, .mortgagemap.com. And this is a great way to introduce your app to real estate agents. Again, face-to-face, sharing it through the app is best practice, but if you're presenting at a real estate office where there's 5 to 100 real estate agents, this is a great way to say, hey, let's stay better connected. Here's some great tools on here that will be of value to you and your clients. Download my app. And what you're going to see is a lot, again, real estate agents love this concept. They want their own app, and we added down here, hey, if you like what you see and you want to get your own app, here's exactly how to get your own app. Go to agenttapp.com. And here's where the value proposition comes in for you to your partners. You can show them how they can buy Agent Tapp. They can use this promo code Partner1, and they can get 50% off the regular price moving forward, and that's forever. If they put that code in there when they buy the app, it's 50% off forever for you giving it to your real estate agents. So again, a great way to get it out there, and this will be available, and we're going to be emailing it to everybody shortly, so keep an eye out for that. So We're going to jump into some questions and answers here. I saw a lot of questions come in so far. We're going to try to get to as many as we can. But I just want to thank you guys so much for coming today. Hopefully this was of value. If you ever need any more information, you can always call myself personally at 855-827-7439, or you can email me at ryan@mortgagemapp.com. Or same phone number for Heather, just extension 2, I'm extension 1, and Heather's email address is heather@mortgagemap.com, and she can help you any way that you need, and we'll go ahead and answer any questions you guys have. Okay. So it looks like we have a question from John. John asks, what is the key to having success when it comes to sharing your app, and how often do you share it? Great question. Again, I share it every opportunity I have, and it's just now part of my conversation. I look for opportunities to share it, and I know some of the people who have a ton of downloads, they do the exact same way. They just try to find any way they can to bring it up in conversation. Again, kind of like handing out a business card. They just find a way to bring up their app, make sure that they go, oh, you have your phone on you, what's your cell number, I'm going to send you my app, and make sure they put it on their phone. So face-to-face, again, I've mentioned it multiple times. That's always the key. But yeah, there's a much other ways to share it, but that is the key, and that's how I do it every day. Thank you. Another question from Steve. How are agents responding when you share your app with them, and how are they reacting to the new Agent Tapp? Great question. Yeah, agents love it. They love the idea. Just think about when we get through all the fluff of what agents say they want of working with a lender, the number one thing that I've found that real estate agents really want is they just want to know we're there. They want to know if they have questions for us, and if their clients need help, that we're there to help them. So when I share my app with them, and specifically I show them some of the tools and how easy it is to contact me, they love that. They just want to know that we're there to help. And so when I bring up my app and they always say, that's really cool, I love the idea, how do I get my own app? They're all responding really well, and they're all getting their own app because they just love the concept. They know that people are in front of their phones all day long. It's the one thing that people do not leave home without, and there's a great way to market and achieve that objective of being top of mind. So they're responding really well when I share my app with them, and they respond really well to be able to get their own app. It's a great question. We talked about this a little bit before, but Spencer asked, how do we learn about the new changes and any other new best practices and kind of stuff that's coming down the pipe for Mortgage Mapp and Agent Tapp? So always, like I said, the last thing I mentioned on the top 25 list is staying engaged with us and really paying attention to the newsletters that Heather sent out. Really stay on your dashboard and watch all the tutorial videos. Like us on Facebook. It's just facebook.com/mortgage or /mortgage map. All of those are great ways to keep in touch with us. And again, that's where we're going to be announcing all the new changes. And just open the newsletter. Just read it. It takes 2 seconds. Comes from Heather every week. And that's where we're going to announce different enhancements and contests we're going to be running. We just gave away a mini iPad a couple months ago for whoever had the most downloads in a month. We just gave away a mini iPad a couple days ago, basically for helping us complete a survey. So keep an eye out for those things. Do you offer, Janet said, do you offer company or group discounts? Absolutely. So if you ever want to know if you guys can get a group discount, call me. That's definitely my job. And I'll set it up. I'll get a good feel for what the interest level is in your group, and we can set up a great discount for everybody there, whether it's in an office or company-wide. And definitely, we do that all the time, and we'd love to accommodate that. So just give me a call at 855-827-7439 or email me, and we'll definitely set that up for you guys. Okay, last question here. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Is what about compliance? Is there ever any issues? We went through, that's a great question. We went through when we created this app, because really this was created what we wanted in the industry. And like I said, my partner and I still do loans every day. Is we went through 8 weeks of compliance review with our company. We had 2 outside counsels to get to this app to where it is now. Now, every company may have their own issues around compliance, which is very rare. We have to make changes. But if they do, you can have them call me again personally. I'll walk your compliance officer through it. But again, as long as you put your loan officer number in the right area, your company NMLS in the right area, and you're not quoting rates in the need for APR, It's really compliant, but again, every company is going to be unique and different. So you can connect with me, and I can walk you through everything with your compliance or marketing team as well. Cool. So there's a couple of questions here, but I don't want to keep everybody too long. I'll address those offline. And again, if you want to chat with me personally, feel free to call me at 855-827-7439. And thank you guys so much for being with us today, being great members, and we love your feedback, and we continue to encourage that every single day. So thanks for joining us, and we very much look forward to talking to you again in the near future. Take care, guys. Have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.